Hey guys, welcome back to another Vanguard Heroes video, and I'm in here today with a Jank Tachikaze deck. The deck was made by a player named Timothy, whose channel will be in the description below along with his blog. You can check both out. He has very creative content along with decks where he used mixed clan or decks that don't even need to go to grade 3 to win. It's budget, some rush deck, some mixed deck, but amazing, just amazing deck overall that you guys can check out and just have fun with. Anyway, the purpose of this deck is for Revenant's Dragon Battle Rex as the main Vanguard after you break ride it, or you don't even have to break ride it, because his skill is Limit Break 4. When he drive check a grade 3 Tachikaze, you can give him 10,000 power and retire one of your own unit. And because it says and retire, it's not part of the cost. So even if you have nothing to retire, he still will gain that 10,000. The reason why it's so tricky is your opponent never know when 2 to guard is fully 2 to guard. Is like facing Tachikaze with the piercing ability, where if he gets a grade 3, he can pierce a guardian, blow off a 10k. You know, despite this, can't blow off a perfect guard. It can just shoot up dramatically. It does get also 3,000 power when it's boosted by a Tachikaze rear guard. But you get 13 by itself, even though it's 10, you know, just base power. It can go up to 13 by itself. And just by drafting a grade 3, you can hit 13 power boosts, including the boost if you boost by Sonic Noah, the 8k, you go up to 31. 31 late game is nothing to laugh at. That's Legion power on its own, or even more than Legion power. Like Legion power boosted might not even reach that 31 number. However, when you break ride on Stego Buster, the break ride from Ancient Dragon, and it gets that crit, it becomes so much deadlier as long as you have them at the right damage. This deck runs 12 crit and only 4 heal. Well, not only, because you can only run 4 heal, but 12 crit is a huge number. So you can easily take them from 3 to 6 damage. So, but that's the whole point of the deck. My opponent is playing Spike Brother Legion. And you see he's still playing Drigger, which is really deadly. If you make the same mistake I make later on, which is you're hasty to win. I mean, I was, because I was running 12 crit, so I kind of had a reason. It was a poor reason. I could have just played more conservative. But I thought if I can just win here, I won't have to deal with it later. Unluckily for me, you'll see that I drive checked the wrong trigger, which should be coming up now. I hit him. I knew he didn't have enough to guard just based on how he's been guarding. And right here it said no guard. I got a heal. 1 of 4. Like, if I had gotten a crit there, it would have been over. However, I did put him at Limit Break, and here where the Spike Brother decks completely explode. He says YOLO, which is how you're supposed to play Spike Brother. You YOLO everything on that one final push, which is just so deadly. If you guys are at 3 damage, you guys have less than 10 cards in hand, no, like, you know, very little perfect guard, maybe 1 or just 1 quintet or something, you're not surviving that turn. That is so much power with Blood Ogre and Freeze Ogre. Freeze Ogre is during the turn your opponent, during the turn you Legion. This card will, after it attacks, you can counterblast 1, put it into the soul, and call out another unit. It doesn't even have to hit, so it's not like Dudley. If you have counterblast, this card keeps swinging in, and with Drigger, it will be 19 by itself, and with Blood Ogre, during the turn that you Legion, every time your rear guard attack gains another 500. So it's 15 boosts to every rear guard that attack, and when you can bring out multiple rear guard, combining Blood Ogre and Freeze Ogre skill, I believe they're called, it just creates this massive column where you can easily go to like 200k damage, like just dishing out 200k damage. Your opponent's hand, if they're not at least 10, 15 with some perfect guards in them, doesn't matter, good game. And that's exactly what you're going to see coming up. So sorry if I spoiled the ending. It shouldn't be much of a spoil after you see my hand in his field. At first I didn't know this. I didn't read Freeze Ogre. I was blaming myself. Oh shoot, I should have waited to 5 damage and guard. Oh shoot, I should have blocked Freeze Ogre so that he couldn't counterblast and put himself in the soul and get him. And oh, I'm so stupid. I made all these misplay. When honestly, there wasn't a lot I could have done. I could have seen myself maybe last turn not aiming for his Vanguard, and you know, going in Vanguard first. But I wanted him to be at a 4 damage position where I can get 1 crit to win, or pass it on to my rear guard and completely waste that hand. I didn't know how Spike Brother Legion played yet. I see Emerald Fusion as the other, but I haven't been exposed to the Ogre Legion, which is an amazing Legion. Combined with the Break Ride is so scary. Break Ride era is not over, guys. Many people are still running Break Ride with Legion, and it's been working great. Legion kind of gives you a backup, not relying on that Limit Break Ride in order to make your move. Like here, you see I'm in a very stuck position. I couldn't really make any big plays until I Break Ride, and that's why I held off some time. But he was smart. He never put me at limit break because he knew he couldn't deal with it. Otherwise, yeah, I really wish I could show off, you guys, the turn where I broke ride this, show off like the true power that this deck can bring to the table. But unfortunately, this is just way too much. I mean, I play like a man, okay? I guarded till the very end, and I'm glad I did, because if I had took that 6 damage, you guys wouldn't be able to see this like full power coming out. So you see here, he's gonna counterblast, put Ogre into the soul, search his deck, and then call out Devil Summoner. I think that's the name. I can't remember. Anyway, then he's gonna check the top card, get a Mason, put Mason on the other side. Now his Unleash is huge. He can swing with the Summoner column. I wouldn't be able to guard. Then he can swing with Mason. Of course, he didn't have the counterblast, but just the so many combos. And yep, that's the end of this match. Hopefully, I'll be uploading on a more consistent basis. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.